Hi, I'm Natalie Gabrielli. I'm from Brazil. I'm 28 years old and I attempted the suicide 3 times.
Alright, so I'm here with Natalia, and she's going to be sharing her story of not only how she survived her suicide attempts, but also about her current life and her current goals of trying to break world records. So I'll get you started to just sort of give us a background on your childhood and what made you, I guess, the person that you are today.
So, I am a travel journalist and now I'm currently traveling to visit every country. Try to be the fastest woman and fastest person in the world to visit every country.
We were talking before we started filming about how when people try to accomplish great things, it usually stems from something negative or something bad, and I think that's what I really love about your story. Would you want to maybe share more about, I guess, the times in your life where you did attempt suicide and why?
Yes. When I was about 13, 14, like I always studied in a public school.
Yeah.
And in Brazil, more than half of the population are black and mixed. So I had this situation in my school, a place that I was going to try to be someone to learn. And I suffered a lot of bullying, like because of my color.
How old were you at that time?
I was 13, 12, 14 when I attempt. But black people, we suffer racism since when we are born. But in school, it happened many times. And I was tired of that situation, like a place that I want to study to be someone just having these problems. So unfortunately, I tried to commit suicide 3 times.
How old were you the first time?
13. So 13 years old, I was in high school, and I tried to kill myself taking some pills like medicine and everything, but nothing happened. Thanks God for that. So 2 times did that, trying to finish and end with this suffering, but I didn't happen. So the third time I thought, like, if I go someplace high, of course if I jump something will happen. So I just get ready to die. So just put my clothes, let's go to the third floor and I'm gonna jump and finish with everything. Like, if I'm not being accepted here, so why should I stay?
What is the mindset leading up to considering taking your own life? Because I feel like you have to be in such a dark place to have the mindset that that's the only thing that will help you.
You kind of lose something in your mindset, because if you see the suicide as the last chance to, like, a solution, it's because you are in a situation that for sure, like, it's done, like it's over, you don't see any other solution. So because I was almost jumping from the third floor, but one thing changed my situation. It was an airplane. So I was alone looking down, planning to jump, but I started thinking about my family. And I say, I'm gonna die, but what about my family seeing my body there downstairs? And if I don't die, I'm gonna be in the wheelchair, or something could happen. So I just saw that airplane and I was dreaming, because I never entered an airplane before. And I just looked at airplane, like, a lot of people inside. And I was like following them, following the airplane. I was like, imagine it, this airplane is going to somewhere and there are a lot of people inside. They also going to achieve their dreams, see someone travel, do something. So imagine if one day I enter in an airplane and I go to a place that nobody knows me, nobody judge me, and I can start a new life, meet new people, and that's it. I say, yes, if I'm not being accepted here, I'm gonna kill myself because of people's opinions. I still have the world to conquer. I still have many places to go. So I just changed my mind there.
So how many places have you traveled to now? How many countries?
Until now, 130 something.
Right. And this is something we were talking about like before we started filming the video, right? Is like how she's trying to accomplish this really great thing, but it all stemmed from something negative. And I think that's sort of like a testament that, whatever you're going through in life, you can always flip it into something positive, right? Do you feel like, the reason that you're trying to accomplish this goal of, traveling to every country in the world is to sort of escape from those things you experienced as a kid?
I think not I escaped right now, because I think that airplane was the life-changing for me.
It's like hope for you, right?
Yeah, so that airplane that I saw before jumping from the third floor was my escape, because from there I went to sleep and next day I wake up and I say, welcome You were just born because yesterday you were planning to die and today is your first day.
How old were you at that time when this happened?
14. Yeah, so you see, it's too early.
Yes.
So, how many teenagers maybe are facing some problems inside, maybe depressions or bullying things, and they don't speak up and they just do it, and the family maybe don't know what they are thinking, they are facing. So, you need to watch and pay attention in the signs, in the conversation. Try to bring people close because when this person that have suicidal thoughts, they start giving signs like to be alone. Maybe I gave signs, but nobody saw.
Right.
So I was facing this alone.
That's actually what I was going to ask next is now that you've been through that, you've been through that mindset, that time in your life, what are the signs that someone is suicidal?
Suicidal is kind of silence. Nobody knows, like if the person next to you, for example, in the train line, we're gonna jump in front of the train. You don't know the people mind. So like there are many signs that we can start to see if the person start getting like depression or the way they talk. I don't feel myself good here. I feel I want to die. I don't have motivation. So it's small signs you can see.
What would you have needed at that time from someone else?
Maybe try to talk to me because imagine you wake up, you go to school, you face bullying, and in silence you go home and just think a lot of things. My mom is teacher and she always had conversation inside the house, so it was good because like, how was your day? But I didn't tell her exactly how was my day until she need to go to the school to pick me up early because people start like, I'm gonna beat you in the exit, I'm gonna take you outside. So then she starts seeing some problems happening. Mom, my day was good, was fine, and go to the room and cry. I don't want to stay here, like.
That's the saddest part about it. It's that we don't know they're in that state, so how can we help them? And I think that's what a lot of sort of parents struggle with is their kids just don't talk to them and open up about that. Imagine like you had your 14-year-old self right now in front of you. What advice would you give that version of you?
There are many things to do, so don't give up because you're gonna meet many people around the world.
Yeah.
Just try new things and be strong. Nobody throw a stone in a tree that there is no fruits. So let's go. You are important, You should invest in yourself because if nobody believes you, you should believe in yourself, in your potential. So today when I'm traveling the world and I have this kind of conversation, I can help people to say, hey, I was there. I was in that situation and I overcome. So you also can overcome this. Don't give up. So just try. Can be hard maybe in the beginning, but try to be close to people that lift you up, because if you stay with people that just put you down, of course you're gonna be down. So I already visit more than 130 countries. And my goal is to visit 200 nations in less than 1 year and a half. So in less than 3 months, I almost finishing. I'm gonna be the person who did that. And I think my trip is like an inspiration for many people because I don't travel just to be a tourist, but to show different countries, food, people, and talk to people, make new friends. So this is something very important for me and also for many people because being also a Black person doing this is kind of open doors to others.
So how do you sort of travel place to place? Like, is it based on sponsorship or?
Yeah, like during 2 years of pandemic, when I decided to visit every country, I spent 2 years planning the map, searching, studying, looking for sponsors, partnerships, everything that could help me to make this project. I didn't have like condition because I came from a poor family. When I finished this trip, my goal is to conquer scholarship for young Brazilians who have low income to have opportunity to study in another country. So it happened with me because I also came from a family with low income, when I was child.
Is that why it's so important to you to make that an opportunity for other people because you understand how it is?
Yeah, because I felt this. I know how it is to want something and you don't have condition to buy and to pay. So I know there are many people in that situation and I won't be this person that's gonna open doors to them.
Well, thank you so much. Thank you.